Good morning or good afternoon. I have no idea of the time right now. I thought I would come in for a second and give you a sneak peek of the project that I'm working on for our February $10 class. Right now I have a little bucket of water and I'm dampening a shop towel because I'm going to do a little bit of wet distressing on here. And also some dry distressing. Right now my working name for this is Chunky Smooth because it started out chunky we've got 4 layers of paint on here already, and then we're making it smooth. Let me give you a little bit of a close-up of some of the texture of the finish on this piece. I'm going to move this down to the bottom because I'm actually working on the top piece right now. And I don't want to use a mechanical sander because I want it to be smooth, but I don't want to go too deep on the finishes. So I just thought I would pop in today, say hi, give y'all a little update on what's coming for the February class. Right now I'm using an 80 grit sandpaper block that I just cut in half. Going around the edges, I put a lot of extra chunky lumps and bumps on there with a putty knife whenever I was on some of I think it was the second layer of paint. And then I continued to paint 2 more layers of paint over that, and we're wanting to sand it back down smooth but reveal some of the lower layers of paint so that it looks like a piece that was well loved over the years. I like to think of it as, you know, maybe somebody's grandma's daddy made it for her to have a little desk, and then she passed it on, and her kids passed it on, and everybody, they're very similar. All the different colors and the layers are very similar on this piece, but they're not exactly the same, just like it would be being passed down from daughter to daughter. And whenever we sand just enough to get some of the texture off and get it smooth again, this area here is so smooth from the work I was doing last night that it's shining and buffed to a shine without even having a wax or a finish on it yet, but we will have a wax and a finish on here. But I'm still trying to decide for a name for this finish, but right now I'm just trying to sand enough to reveal just a small amount of the inherited colors that are underneath. And whenever I get far enough down with the sanding block that I don't want to do too much damage, I can go down to a 120 grit. I'm using a green scrubby pad, the kind like you have in the kitchen. And then I'm buffing with the one that's like for smooth surfaces. And I can see there's a comment, but I can't see it from way over here, sorry. I will reply though if I need to, but hey, if you're just saying hey. But anyway, so I'm going down to reveal all of the textures and colors under here just slightly, and then we'll come back with another finish on the outside. And I have been recording every single step of the way, each layer, everything that's happened so far, I've been recording, and then those recordings along with the supply list will be in the $10 group. Last month this month with the flowered picture, I had so many people messaging me that they were confused and didn't know what to do to become a member of that class, because I said pass the hat, because I wasn't wanting to name it pay what you can, even though that's what I meant, because I have a friend who has a pay what you can class and doesn't want anybody else to call theirs that, and out of respect to her, I wasn't going to do that. But you know what, $10 is fair. And you know, if you want to watch and if you see something one of the months that it's something you would like to learn to do, and watch the videos from start to finish, and you know, which is always going to be, you know, at least an hour or 2 or 3 or more, then it'll be there for you. And if you're not interested, then just skip that one. So I'm going to do a little wet distressing on here as well. This area is about ready, but I want to make sure at least on the very edges and go down far enough to see the bottom coat of paint, which was the darkest. It was DIY weathered wood. Is the, may have too much water on there, gotta be careful. Get a little more of the edge. And I'm laying that on a dry cloth on the edge because I don't want it to go through. And then I'm gonna buff with my green scrubby, or sand with my green scrubby, and reveal a little bit more. That looks awesome. Wish y'all could see it better, but that's, you know, part of what's gonna be in the class. But I'll bring this camera forward in just a second. I just wanted to have a little of this on here. Go with a softer one. So y'all could see what the upcoming project was, and I'm not just here having all this fun by myself every day. So I have been doing a little bit on this every weekend. Hey Amber, let me see if I can pull it forward without dropping everything. It doesn't exactly let me zoom, but you can probably see a little better here on the front piece, where the darker, and then you can see the 3 different colors showing through there, and then the darkest color coming through there. Well, that'll be revealed all over the whole piece before it's done. So if you can think of a good name for this finish, see if I can put my thing down. Think of a good name for this finish, share it with me. I'll probably put pictures in the next few days on the page, and I'll also be, you know, when it's completed, posting those pictures, and then hoping that we can pick out a cool name for it. So if you're interested in learning this finish, the whole thing will be $10 in our February class. Thanks.